Now do I have audio? Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Hey, okay, good.
Hi, baby.
Hi, it's so good to see your face.
Back at you.
Oh my gosh, this is happening.
It's happening.
Woo!
I am so ready for this.
Me too. All right, let me get all my screens going the right direction.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got that one. Now let's see if I can do this.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
All right, I'm gonna just have you guys sit tight for a minute while I try and go live on Facebook at the same time.
Come here. Eat. Huh? Did you eat good? Girl. Back. Are you gonna come in? Hurry up. No, you can't go right outside. You're in your bedroom.
Okay, let's see if I can get. Okay. Hi, Beth. Hi, Marianne. I can't see your face, but I see you're here with us. And Angel and Jackie. It says I'm recording, so hopefully there's a replay for anyone that can't join or joins late and wants to catch up later. I see Andrea. Glad to have you here.
Hi. You know, I'm sorry you're not going to see me, but I have a sty in my eye.
Oh, those are not fun.
No, it's not. And you don't want to be looking at it. Neither do I.
I understand. Well, I'm glad you're still here with us.
Thank you.
My eye is itching for you.
I know, right? All right, since it says recording, I'm not gonna try and do live on Facebook at the same time, but I posted on our vision board group the link, so anyone that's trying to join us there will hopefully find us here. And I think we can get started. So while we're waiting, I'm just curious. So far, I think I know most of you personally, but let me know if you are, what city you are joining us from, because we are going to have some ladies from all over joining us. So if you want to post in the chat or just yell it out.
Los Angeles.
Sacramento.
Okay, so you are Sacramento too. Excellent.
Los Angeles.
Carmichael.
Los Angeles. Excellent.
Awesome.
Austin.
Jill, where are you based out of?
Sacramento, California.
Okay.
Real close to Carmichael. I'm in Carmichael too.
Are you? Nice.
Carmichael girls. That's the girl from Carmichael.
I'm in the EG, the Elk Grove.
Excellent. I grew up in Greenhaven Pocket, just north of there.
Oh, nice.
My office is out there.
Did you
Okay.
go to
I go there
Kennedy?
sometimes. In Elk Grove. Silly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is.
Jill,
I go
did you
there
go to
sometimes.
Kennedy?
Huh?
Kennedy
Did
High
you go to
School?
Kennedy High School?
I did, yes.
I went to Burbank.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Rivals.
Our football teams were definitely rivals. I was a cheerleader,
Yeah.
so I got to visit there a few times a year.
For sure.
Rita, we did a IFMA meeting at what was your
Oh,
gallery?
the art studio?
Yeah, at the art
I
studio.
remember now. Okay.
Cool. So you were there, yes. So whenever I do these vision board parties, I never know how many ladies might join, and I don't have a huge Zoom account. So we are on Jill Davis's Zoom account, which is my name shows up as Jill Davis. But
okay.
I am Catherine Harris. And there's about 20 people who have registered. So I want to just give them a couple minutes. We'll start at 7:05. But in the meantime, if you want to prepare your supplies, feel free to get out. I've done this so many different ways. So more recently, I do a full, huge poster board and magazine cutouts, and I spend days making it for the year. And then I started doing them almost monthly with the pandemic. But as Amber mentioned, these started when I owned an art gallery in Midtown Sacramento, and had gals come out there for a big vision board party, and we were all on our yoga mats and doing stretches and mantras and all of that, and then started doing them out of my home after doing them in the gallery. Did one of them with several of you when I was very pregnant, again with the yoga mats, and with doing them here at home was able to also add fire rituals and some fun elements like that. So tonight is one of many I've been doing during the pandemic that are virtual. And so it's an opportunity for you guys to get crafty if you're feeling in the mood to be artistic and create your vision board full out. I'll show you an example. This is one of my most recent ones. So I do full poster board, magazines, all the cutouts. But I also have had huge success. One of the gals who joined my last one just doodled on a piece of paper and was in the midst of a really tumultuous divorce and didn't really know what she needed, where she was going. And it was out of that vision board party that the word stability came to her. And not less than a week later, she moved into a new apartment and just started a whole new chapter of her life. And it was the foundation of that clarity in stability that allowed her to move forward and kind of change things. So I invite you, if words pop into your mind, jot them down, whether you're using a journal, a piece of paper, a poster board. Allow your intuition to kind of guide you as we go through tonight. And feel free throughout to just jump in, say what's, if I, ask questions, feel free to participate. I am looking at the chat, so if you want to just answer questions in the chat, that works too. And we'll go from there. So I'm curious if you guys want to start with a piece of paper. Just start with one folded in half like this, and we'll go through several different questions throughout the evening that I'll have you answer on this one piece of paper. If you're working in a journal and don't want to rip the paper out, just draw a line down the middle. But that is all you technically need. But if you want to get crafty, go for it and just start while we're talking and start taping things to a poster board. I love when you guys share them. If you're not all already in the Facebook group, I will go ahead and share that link right here. But I would love for you all to share your poster boards afterwards, or even if it's just a doodle, share your doodles. All right, let me just check and see if anyone is struggling to join. All right, I think we're good. So tonight I want to go through, it's a lot of just thinking about what your vision is for 2022 and beyond. And you can do that writing, doodling, clipping, whatever works for you. But I'm just going to go through a series of questions that'll allow you to kind of touch on each area of your life and think about what you're creating in 2022 and beyond. All right, so the first question is to simply think, what exactly are my dreams and desired timeline? So what's the first few things that are top of mind goals for you starting in 2022? What are your dreams? And if they have a timeline attached to them, go ahead and include that. But I love the timeless ones where you just know it's going to happen and it doesn't really matter when or how, it's just coming to you. So no timeline necessary if there's some of those.
Where do we write them?
Just on whatever you have available. If you're working in a journal, not on that, sorry. So not on this.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure you have this ready for when that time comes.
Gotcha.
And the back of them. Okay, I want space and butterflies are over there. Okay.
All right, so I think we have, yes, me time. I love that. Self-care is a huge, huge factor in being able, I find that I consider creativity to be my thermometer for how I'm doing as a whole person. And if I'm able to be creative, I know that things are going well. And I find that if I'm not able to be creative, me time and self-care is the first thing that needs to happen to get back in alignment. So yes, Angel, me time is very important. I love that you're making that a priority. And then if anyone wants to, now that we've got about 15 of you on, I'd love to know who all we have joining us. If someone referred you, please let me know so I can add an extra raffle ticket for them. This is our little raffle jar tonight. We've got some good prizes coming up. So if one of you wants to start, feel free to just jump in. Let us know your name, your biggest goal for 2022, and if someone referred you, please let me know that as well. Who would like to go first? And I think a lot of you are on mute. So
I just realized I was on mute. So my name is Trina Ellis.
Hi, Trina.
Hello. So I have, do you want just the top or do you want a couple of just different things like goals?
So maximum of 3, but if you're just focused on one priority, 1 is good too. But what are you focused on in 2022?
Paying off debt.
Nice. Excellent. Is that number 1 or one of a few?
That's number 1. Number 2 is to lose 25 pounds and get fit. Number 3 is to purchase a luxury car.
Ooh, I love that.
What
Those are
make?
good ones, Trina.
What make?
Yeah.
Who wants to go next? All right, gals, let's do this. I want to hear what you're dreaming of. Beth, go ahead.
I'll go. So paying off debt very much resonated with me. So my husband and I are very much actively trying to pay down our debt. He's turning 60 this year. I'm turning 52. And so we're very much thinking about retirement and what to do in the next phase of our life. And we're also looking at places where we might want to move to from Carmichael. We both kind of feel like the cost of living here in California is really high. So if we can give ourselves more flexibility through a cheaper area of living, that's kind of what we're
Can
looking
you do
at.
that somewhere else? Can you try doing it on mom's computer to see if it's the computer or?
No.
But that one works for me.
Excellent. If y'all can
That
mute
one's called
yourselves
Milk.
if you're not currently speaking. And then who wants to go next? We'll take two more.
I'll
Anyone?
go next.
Angel, go for
Yeah.
it.
I'm Angel Jones out of Sacramento, California. I have goals this year. I am a giver and I love everybody and I do for everybody. So this year is about me.
Love this.
I'm going to learn how to say no this year. I'm going to learn how to prioritize on what I can and cannot do. I'm not going to overdo myself or I'm up all night or I'm just trying to get everything done for everybody else. And I'm going to, just be normal, not crazy.
I feel this for you. This is huge. I love it.
For me, huge. And it's very hard on my heart for this part, but I need to do it. I
so
want to
important.
travel. It's
Good.
just me and my husband now. All the kids are gone. So I want him and I to be able to go somewhere. But every time we try to do it, it's, I can't go because I'm working or I can't go. It's always me making an excuse. Not this year.
Not this year.
Yeah, I plan on doing more me time and I plan on being more positive about myself this year.
Nice.
Because I'm never what I can do, what makes me a good person. I never can think of that. And I've been telling my friends, I went to this seminar and this lady asked me, give me 3 positive things about yourself. And you guys, I could not think of one positive thing about myself, but I can think of positive things about everybody else around me, but nothing about me. Literally brought me to tears.
That boggles my brain because I know her very well. And
I
she's one of the
know.
most amazing humans that have ever walked the planet. Like
Yes.
literally.
So you know what? I've lost about 120 pounds. I'm finally getting into shape. I'm finally getting myself back to being me and happy. And this year I'm focusing on that.
Love.
So
Love
I'm
it.
going to improve myself and my work. I want to be a better manager. I want to do more and I want to get more knowledge about work. So I'm going to reach out to people that I feel that are good managers that can give me good tips on how to be a good manager to my team.
Nice.
So that's my goal.
Nice. I love that. Thank you for sharing. And one more, someone else want to share your top priority or priorities for 2022? What are you dreaming of? Jackie, go for it.
Me?
Yep.
Freedom. So not just freedom from like, oh, I want to be free and easy. It's I want to be unfettered. I want to be unchained. I want to be able to make choices and be allowed to and have permission to do, to make my choices and to make good choices and have the time to really think them through and feel them and, gather the universe around me and go, oh, this is the right thing, and then it's finally time for me to be able to do that. And it's been a long time coming where it's like with Angel, it's like, it's my turn.
Yes.
It's really my turn. And
And this is like counseling.
Rediscover your
Amazing.
magic. I love that one. Perfect for a vision board. Yes. Excellent. All right. So if you guys have this handy dandy piece of paper, if it's in your journal, just draw a line down the middle of it. On the left side, it's just going to be a list of single words. I'm going to go through each area of your life. On the left side, I want you to write how you feel about it right now, like right before this party started in 2021, your lifetime experience up to this point. How has this area of your life felt so far? So that's going to be on the left side, starting with financial. When I say the word financial, what word pops into your mind to where you have been so far in that area of your life?
Do we put the answer on the right side?
Nope, we're going to leave the right side blank for a second. So the left side is just a list of your life so far up to this point. How has it felt? The energy, the struggle, the challenge, the thoughts, the success, whatever it is, just your first word that comes to mind when you think of financial up to this point. And then under that, I want you to think about career. What word comes to mind up to this point that your life experience of career has been?
So financial, career, did I miss one?
Nope, those are the only two so far. And the third one is going to be educational, education, your knowledge so far. The experience you've gathered, whether it's academic or life or certifications, just your education thus far. What is your thought on that energy, where you are at? So I invite you to think of those three as tonight we're going to go in 3 sections: mind, body, heart. So those I'm thinking of as mind. So it's what you do with your finances, you do with your career, you do with your, what was the last one? Sorry, education. So those are what you're doing with your mind. So you can consider those in the first category that we're going to go through tonight. And then we'll hit on body, and then we'll hit on heart. So on the left column for mind, for those 3 categories, I want you to write the words that come to mind for where you're going, what you're creating, what 22 represents as the start of something new for you. So in each of those categories, write the word. So on the left side of the line, you have financial, a word that explains your experience thus far with finances. On the right side, you're going to have your experience with finances going forward from this point on, starting now. What are you creating? What are you attracting? What are you making happen? What is the energy of your finances looking forward? And if you've got that, feel free to jump to the next one. In career, what are you creating for your career in 2022 and beyond? What is the energy of that? And then finally, education. What are you making happen as far as your education going forward? Did anyone have anything come up that was unexpected that they hadn't thought about until right now, or that they want to share that they're excited about?
So I just got a really good job this last year. I was at my previous company for 21 years. And I got a new job, and I took over a team that had my predecessor was not a good human, and there's a lot of trauma, and I am doing a lot of healing for that team, and mostly just creating teamwork and healing is what I put for that.
Nice. Nice. Kristen, did you have one?
I was doing the cheer reaction for the new job.
Yes, congratulations.
But I can, well, what I'm hoping to start a new job this year. So I've been at my company for 9 years. It's going well, actually. Like, I could stay there, but I'm just ready for a different industry, different challenge. And it's exciting because just in this week of January already, and so I'm going to channel it into this session, like, of the 2 different companies that I've been kind of exploring. It feels like it might materialize into positive action. So that's what I have on my right hand side, is that I will be in a new job this year. So
wonderful. Yes, and so it is. Anyone else, anything to share before we move to body? All right, let's jump into it. So just continuing down the list on the left side, with relation to body, share a word of what you have felt your experience thus far has been with your physical health. And then continuing down on the left side, while this says mental, I'm going to add mental well-being as part of body. And I'll explain why in a minute. But what is your word of your energy thus far in your experience with your mental well-being? And another one that might surprise you that is under body, the third one is spiritual growth. What is a word that your past experience up to this point has been with spiritual growth? So that should round out the left side of your list to 6 words or phrases, 3 for the mind, 3 for the body. And if you feel complete with those, feel free to jump over to the right side and start creating, start attracting, change the energy to what you want it to be from here forward. What does that look like for you starting in 2022? Starting with your physical health. What does your physicality look like in 2022 and beyond? What does your mental well-being feel like embodied in 2022? And finally, what does your spiritual growth look like in 2022? What does it feel like? What is that energy of your spiritual growth created in 2022 and beyond? Did anyone have surprises jumping in on that part of the paper that they want to share or reflect on?
Just making me think of things that I have tucked away in a box in my brain.
Yeah. It's always good to just declutter, reorganize, and bring out the best of what's back there.
I think for me, Kathy, I realized like as a kid, my mental health was really stressed, and I brought that into adulthood where I've picked an occupation that I love, but it's high stress all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading the other day, and this reading I read said, I was reading The Secret, and they said stress is just a negative thought.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been really checking myself on when I start spiraling, and that, okay, now my breath's getting and like panicky, and like I've been really just starting to look at that. And my word for going forward is peaceful.
Yes.
Because that's really all I want. It's
Nice.
just a little bit of peace. And I just had 2 weeks off, and it's the first time I've just felt peace. And I was like, man, I need more of this in my life.
Yes. And I love that you're coming right off of that vacation with that realization, because having it and being still in the energy of that feeling makes it so much easier to continue attracting that for yourself and to stay in that mode. So run with it. Take time for yourself. Keep those thoughts peaceful. I love the train you're on. Yes. Anyone else? Any surprises or things they're excited about for their body in 2022?
I get a new hip.
Nice. When?
Yay!
I have to. It's kind of it might be a couple months because of everybody's they're backed up now that COVID's cutting
I
back.
get that, but it's happening. It's in the ethers. You're pulling it down to your reality.
So you know what my epiphany on that is, on my going forward thing, is that, you know, I've always believed in voluntary simplicity, but I haven't really acted on it very much, as you can see by the clutter behind me. Because of the surgery, I'm going to have to really simplify the floor. I've got to have a very open floor plan, because that's how I'm going to get around. And I can't have any throw rugs, you know, I'm going to have to, you know, minimize the furniture, minimize everything, so I don't trip and fall, you know, catch a leg or whatever. I have a very small condo, and so it won't take much for me to hit something. And so I get to get rid of a lot of stuff. I got rid of my couch and my recliner in this little tiny living room. It was just huge and not necessary, because if I want to lay down, I just go lay down in bed. You know, I know I don't need to be sitting down here where I work, because my work is right back there too. So I'm simplifying is I think the greatest part of this, and really focusing on health and you know, getting past this surgery. I'm a little nervous, of course, but everybody I talk to is saying, you know, you will have no regrets. This is going to bring your life back.
I'm sure. And with your priority for freedom, simplifying is always the first step towards freedom. So that is in flow.
Oh, how about that?
Yes. Yes.
Good catch.
All right, on to the third section of the evening, which is heart, your heart. So looking at the left side of your paper, there's actually 4 categories here. Hopefully you still have room. If you don't, continue on the back side of that same side of your paper. And for starters, we're going to start with so everything is what I consider your community. Your heart is your community. So it starts with yourself. So what is the energy that you've had with yourself? What is your experience that you've had with yourself thus far up to this point before jumping on this call? From childhood, adolescence, adulthood, relationships, all of that, bring it back to yourself. What is your relation to yourself thus far? A word or a phrase? And then if you've got that, we're going to expand it one layer in your home with your immediate family, the energy that you've experienced thus far. And then whether you're single, dating, married, it's complicated, whatever your relationship status is, your love life. What energy has that held for you thus far? Prior to joining this call in 2021, your life in general, how would you describe your love life? And then finally, looking at the big picture, social and cultural. What is the energy around your relationship from your heart to the world? All right, and if you have those down the left side, we're going to finish up the right side of this paper for each of those categories. So beginning with yourself, what do you see for yourself as your energy moving forward in this world? What energy are you embodying in 2022 going forward? What are you creating as your epitome of self?
I think for me, it's been a lot of, like, up till now, it's been a lot of pushing myself really hard and doing what other people expect of me. And now it's more about taking time for myself and being more self-aware. to take some downtime when I feel like I need to.
Nice, nice, nice. So important. Self-care is going to be a continuing theme, I feel. I love that. I find every time I get a group of women together, there's always a common thread somehow that you guys are all connected on some realm. So I'm feeling a self-love, self-care vibe tonight. All right, so going down on the right side of your list, feel free to fill in a word or phrase for your family home energy. That immediate, it could be your pets, it could be a significant other, it could be your kids. You've got grandma living in the house, aunts, uncles, siblings, whatever. But those people that you are connected to on a daily basis. What is that energy going forward? What are you creating for that from now on? And if you've got that, go ahead and start with your partner, your significant other, your love life. What is that going to look like for you in 2022? Is it meeting someone new? Is it creating a deeper connection with the one you're with? What does that love life look like for you? And then finally, your impact on the world. What is the connection from your heart to the community at large? Socially, culturally, what energy are you putting out into the world from your heart to everyone?
Why do you always make me cry?
Oh, I love you. It's so rare we get a moment to just connect with these concepts in our mind that when we do, it goes deep.
Well, it's because we never sit here and just think about it.
Mm-hmm.
We're always doing for others or doing for something else. And we never just sit down and be like, okay, this is what I need to think about. We don't do that.
Exactly.
It's not in women, I don't think, to sit and do this.
Exactly.
We're doing for everybody else.
So if you guys haven't finished those, feel free to catch up. I'm just gonna make sure. So Cameron, oh, that's Anne. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't have a Cameron in here, but I think I have them for everyone else in here. I'm gonna pick one for a little prize just to get us started. We have Nicole Clancy is not on here, but I think yes, you're here. I haven't heard you tonight. Excellent. So we are starting with Let Your Spirit Guides Speak. This is a book that I don't know if you're familiar with the 4 Agreements, but it's a powerful book. And this is part of that series. So Let Your Spirit Guides Speak will be coming to you in the mail.
Oh, thanks. That's awesome.
And I know you've got probably at least 4 of your name in there. And so for any of you that referred folks, you have an opportunity to earn more than one prize. All right, so moving on, feel free to journal or doodle or whatever feels comfortable for you. And if you are creating a picture, a poster board, feel free to be clipping anytime between these questions, this discussion, and just be creative tonight at your own pace with your own ideas. But these questions are just to kind of get you started on thinking of what you're creating. So with everything that you've kind of figured out in your thought process so far, I want you to ask yourself, how do I create all of this with ease and flow? How do we make it easy? So everything that you're creating on that right side of your list, all of that energy that you're attracting and developing for 2022, ask yourself, how do I create all of this for mind, body, and heart with ease and flow? What do I need to do to make this happen? And what is the way I'm going to go about it that brings it with ease and flow? So if you've done any of my programs in the past, that is what I'm all about, is listening to our inner heart intuition. I call it our heart wisdom, to follow what it tells us is the best option for moving forward. I call it inspired action, so that we can move in this life learning our lessons the easy way. Human experience is about learning lessons. That's going to happen no matter what. But we can check in with our heart to be able to know how best to move forward with ease and flow. So I want you tonight to check in with that place in your heart and just ask for a word or a phrase that guides you to know that this right side of your list is possible. And this is how you're going to create it with ease and flow. It'll be different for each of you. And then the big question, for all those things that you want, your desired dreams, your timeline, all of this energy of these powerful words that you've listed down the right side, ask yourself, why do I want these things? What is your ultimate goal? What is the big priority? What is the big dream? That all of these things are little bits of, that these are just building blocks for one big thing that you're trying to do with your life. Why do you want to create and attract these things? Does anyone want to share how they're going to move forward with ease and flow, or what their big why is, their big reason?
The ease and flow for me is consistency and sacrifice.
Nice. Talk to me about sacrifice. Why is that one?
Because of paying off debt, I can't just get what I want all the time.
Got
When
it. But not
I
the
can.
instant gratification, which feels
Right.
like sacrifice. Okay.
Right. And the consistency is just continually monitoring and, just making sure I know exactly where every penny's going, so I'm not overspending.
Excellent. So I'm curious, I want to move forward with you specifically. Then what is your big why? What is your big reason?
Retirement, a comfortable retirement.
Awesome.
Because I'm 55, so the clock is ticking.
And what does a comfortable retirement look like for you?
Dollars wise,
No.
or
What
just
does it
in
feel like?
general?
What is when you wake up in the morning, what do you get to look at? What do you get to do?
I just don't want to be stressed in old age. I don't want to travel. I've already traveled the world for my job, so I don't have any desire to travel anymore because I've got that out of my system. I just want to be comfortable and happy and content.
Nice.
And not have to worry about money. I don't want bookends of poor, I guess, because I grew up very, very poor. And then, career very good in the middle and doing really well now. And I don't want to end it going back to poor.
Fair enough. Absolutely. So keep the momentum going.
And I'm alone, so I have no one else to depend on but me.
Got it.
So that's another major part of it.
Got it. I can feel the strength in that. Okay. Anyone else want to share how they're creating this with ease and flow, or why they're creating it?
Yeah, it's Barb.
Hi, Barb.
So the ease and flow, for me, the words came out as I want to be at peace. I want to learn how to soothe myself more. Say it's okay. Be gentle and go slow.
Nice. I love that. All right, so I want to take 3 minutes. I'm going to get a beverage, but I'm going to ask all of you to just sit and visualize. You can do it on paper, you can do it flipping through magazines. You can, I've done it when I did this for myself on January 31st. I wrote what I call a manifesto. So it's an entry in my journal that's dated some date in the future. So for me, it was December 31st of 2022. Enter in my journal. Today I am doing this. I get to see these people. I get to wear this, feel this, have this. So it's a manifesto of who I am at that date. So if you want to try it that way, go for it. If you want to just sit and meditate and visualize waking up on a specific day in the future, having these things, feeling these things, embodying this energy that you're looking to create, just meditate on it for the next 3 minutes. If it's flipping through magazines and just seeing images and pulling them out that embody this concept for you, go with that. But I'm going to clock 3 minutes, and I just want you to dive deep into what does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? What does it feel like? What is it going to be for you? What is that vision? What is it? So this is your opportunity to visualize, and I will be right back. All right, so next question, while you're feeling the vibes of that vision, what needs to happen for me to feel all of this? Ask yourself, what needs to happen for me to feel all of this? And can you boil it down to one word? One powerful statement. I am blank. And by being that, you create all of what you've just envisioned. I am blank. And that'll be your power word for 2022. Your mantra. I am whatever that is that creates all of this. Authentic. I love that. Open. Yes. That's so helpful. To receive all the good things coming to you that this world has to offer, you must be open. Empowered. Yes, honey. Yes. I love it. Fearless. Risk-taking. Yes. I have order. Awesome. All right. So to finish, that is creating your power word, your mantra for 2022. I am blank. So when you think that, know that that also means I radiate blank. So Shanti, you radiate authenticity in 2022. Amber, you radiate openness. Trina, you radiate empowerment. So going forward, know that whatever word you wrote, you are that, you radiate that, and finally, you attract that. Whatever you are on your inner being, this part is what you see in your outer world. So by being that, you radiate it and you attract it. And that is how you are creating all of this goodness that you're dreaming of in 2022 and beyond. And so I invite you to take that and make it a Post-it note on your laptop, lipstick writing on your bathroom mirror, whatever it is. This vision board is now centered around that word, that mantra. And going forward, when you are making any huge decisions, relationship, career, financial, in 2022, ask yourself, is this blank? Whatever that word was, is this empowered? If I do this, will I feel empowered? Is this open? If I do this, will I feel open? Is this authentic? If I do this, will I feel authentic? Beautiful, determined. Whatever your word is, the way you make decisions to know that you are in full alignment with your heart moving forward is to simply ask, is this blank? Whatever you've decided on. That is your mantra for 2022 going forward. All right. So with that, I want to do another book real quick. So this book is The Voice of Knowledge. It is going to Kristen Descala. Excellent.
Thank you.
No.
All right, so some of you know that vision boards are huge for me. A lot of you have attended some of my vision board parties at the gallery, in my home, virtually. They have been hugely successful for me to create all sorts of crazy things in my life. One being that art gallery was purely created off of a vision board, and less than a month later, I had the business concept and it was an entity on paper, and less than 3 months later, I had the keys and it was open. It's how I created a birth experience that was unmedicated labor, that was actually a good experience, attracting my amazing husband, creating the job opportunities that I've wanted, and now being able to stay home with my son as much time as I want and can enjoy, getting to see him grow up and everything. So vision boards are hugely, hugely powerful. And the reason they're powerful is because of what you've done tonight. Create that clarity. That's what they do, is create clarity from all of the chaos of advertisements and ideas and friends and influence and all of that, to just sit with yourself and identify what is most important to me, why is it important to me, and how am I going to create that going forward. That is the purpose of a vision board, because once you have that clarity, it gives you the confidence to move forward, knowing that you are on your right path, that you are being true to yourself, and that you're creating something of importance because it is important to you, no matter what it is. The world can think it's frivolous, nonsense, whatever, but you have taken that time to sit in with yourself and know that it is true to you, important, purposeful, meaningful, all the good things that make the good things happen. So I am working right now. So one of my vision boards a couple years ago was that I wanted to write a book. I wanted to become an author. And I told myself that once I put it on my vision board, I told myself, I will know I'm on the right track if I can afford to get myself a new Surface Pro laptop, because mine was failing at the time. And I knew that I needed that personal space to be able to write this book. And literally not long, like weeks after I put the idea on my vision board, I went to my husband's Christmas party and he won that exact laptop. And so I knew right then that 100% yes, I am writing a book because that just happened. And so I relate it back to a vision board, just like my art gallery, just like so many other things in my life. So please do this work. Like, if you didn't finish it tonight, which I know a lot of times doesn't happen, take the time to continue clipping the magazines, doing the doodles, do the work to create your vision board, knowing that you are creating your future. Like, whatever you believe inside is what you create outside. And just having a picture from a magazine makes that belief possible in your mind so that you create it out in the world. So the book that I have decided I'm writing after several false starts of different ideas is called The Life Cycle of Your Love Life. And it is about the cycle that we all go through, whether we're single, dating, married, doesn't matter. It's an ongoing cycle. And I believe that it can be kind of depicted by the seasons: spring, summer, winter, fall, all of that. And that we all choose where we are in it, but once you're in a phase, you can't go against the seasons. So you have to phase through each of the seasons. You can't go out of order. You can't jump from fall to summer. And so many women that I work with on their love life are trying to jump from fall to summer. And when you go against nature, it creates chaos. And so that's what a lot of what I see. So I'm writing this book to help women identify where they are, in which season, and what the process is for changing the mindset from one season to the next, so that they can graduate to be where they want to be and to stay there longer. So if any of you guys are interested in learning more about this or finding out where you are in your seasons, so that you can embrace it to its full enjoyment, and to know what's up ahead for you, and if you want to linger longer in the season you're in, how to do that, or if you're ready to progress to something new, how to do that. So I invite you all, if this is something of interest, to let me know. We'll get on a call. But tonight I am offering a free appointment on my calendar. So if you guys are interested in talking about love life, this is what I'm hugely passionate about. And like I said, whether you're single, married, doesn't matter. I think it's hugely important to just know with intention what you're creating in your love life. So feel free to send me an email. Let me know if that's something you want to explore further. Is anyone looking at love life as an area of focus for them currently? Amber, Trina?
Kind of.
Kind of. Barbara? Excellent, excellent. So what are you looking to create in that last column on your right side of the page? What are you looking to create in 2022 for your love life?
Not meet jerks who are not emotionally available.
Yes. Yes.
That would be a good one. That would be great.
Somebody aligned with me and my goals, somebody aligned for sure.
Nice.
A true friend and somebody that I can trust and count on.
I love that.
Kathy, I talked to you a little bit about this on your page. Just letting love in, like allowing myself to feel love.
Yes. So for you, with the openness and the letting love in, it's really embodying feminine energy. Feminine is the ability to receive. And so just sinking into that is such a beautiful, beautiful process. I love that. Excellent. So with that, on the love category, so one of the final prizes I have tonight is a very sexy little pair of underwear in here, and a gift card for you to go to Victoria's Secret and get something. Nice. Even if it's just for your own pleasure to walk in your house and feel sexy as hell. That's what this is for. All right, so who do we have for the Victoria's Secret? My dogs are going crazy.
Oh, I was like, that's not my dogs. Usually it's my big dog barking like that.
Nicole Clancy.
Dang, Nicole.
Yay. Maybe I need to work on my love life since I've got new undies.
I love it.
You never know.
So if you guys have your piece of paper in half, I want you to rip it down the center. And the right side that has everything that you're creating for 2022 and going forward, that can be the center of your vision board. That can be on your refrigerator door, wherever it needs to be that you will see it. It could be on your rear view mirror of your car. Like, make that prominent so that it is a reminder to you every day. This is what I'm creating. This is who I am going forward. This is me. And then with this other one, if we were here in my house, I would have a fire burning for all of you to say goodbye to this little page right here. It no longer serves you. This is not you. This is the experiences you've experienced. This is who you've been in the past. This is the situations that have molded you. They don't serve you anymore. These are not you. This is just gone. Energy gone. If you have a fire, burn it. I highly recommend fire rituals. If you don't, just trash it, but say bye-bye to that energy. It is no longer a part of you. All right, we are moving forward in 2022, fully empowered, fully open, and fully happy. I love the picture. Oh, cute. Does anyone have any questions or anything they want to share so far in this process? Jackie, I can't see yours. Ooh.
Oh, beautiful drawing.
Yes, I love
Wow.
this.
That's
Thank
so
you for
nice.
sharing.
Wow.
And
What did you
Jackie's
do?
always good
Drew a
about
horse.
sharing her board
I see it.
afterwards.
I can see
so
it. So
I
pretty.
love it.
That's such good art. Aw.
I think usually you've done magazines. This is the first one I've seen with the hand drawn. I love it.
That's cool.
Anyone else want to share a message that, intuitive download they had tonight that was new, surprising, exciting? Fearless. Yes, Beth. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Anyone else?
I'm going to grow and improve this year.
Yes, you are. I already see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that everything that you desire, everything that you want in not a parallel universe, because I'm not into that, but it already exists. It is yours. It's on purpose that you even want it because it's part of your destiny. So I already know that it exists out there for you. It's just up to you to have the energy to pull it down from the ethers, to bring it into this life right now, because you're ready.
You can always be a better version of yourself.
Exactly. I love it. Anyone else want to share any that they got tonight?
Kathy, you had mentioned something on your page about doing like a program or something.
Yes. Yes. So I am doing a 12-week program. I just finished the Journey to Joy, and that was a 12-week program that was a group of us that some of you are here tonight, that we really focused on the tools for developing self-love and creating joy in your life. So what I've done is taken those tools that I will still be implementing in the next program, which will be another 12-week program starting on January 17th. And you can do it either as a group or as a VIP individual. But this one I am really focusing on the love life. So you'll still get all the same tools, the gratitude, the vision board, the law of attraction type stuff, but with a real focus on love life. And the purpose of that is because I believe I am on a mission to spread self-love. And I find that in order to create the love life of your dreams, married, dating, single, whatever that is for you, it starts within, but then it's reflected to you from outside of you. And so I'm working with the research I've done for my book, and I've been interviewing hundreds of women who are happily in love, that are experiencing true love at this point in their life. And I'm interviewing them about their dating process up to that point, just to validate this dating theory that I've created, that these 4 stages are necessary to experience in order before experiencing true love. And that can be done it can all be done while you're in that relationship with the one you're married with. It can be done while you're single in order to attract that person that you want to be married with. Whatever that looks like for you, we start where you're at, and then I give you the tools to get where you want to be, and then to be able to stay in that season for as long as you want to experience that season. So like I said, that will be starting on January 17th. It's a group program or a VIP program. And tonight only, I am doing a nearly 50% discount. So my VIP coaching for 12 weeks is typically $2,000. And for tonight only, it's on my site for $1,000. And my group coaching is running $900 normally. And right now it's on my site for $500. So anyone that wants to sign up for that tonight gets that significant discount. And that's for people that either you've heard me talk or we've talked on the phone already, and you're kind of familiar with the way I work and who I am and the energy I bring into this. And your heart is already telling you, yes, 100%, I need this in my life. This is what I'm looking for. I want to connect deeper with my heart wisdom. I want guidance on knowing where I'm at in my love life and how to attract what I want to experience in true love. And I'm willing to dedicate 12 weeks of going deep into this. And so if that is you, I invite you to go to my Facebook page. The links are there for the significant discount and to sign up for that. And if you're not quite sure, feel free to just go there and book a 1-hour call with me, and we can talk about where you're at and if this is something that is a good fit for you. And the spots will still be available, but the nearly 50% discount is tonight only.
So what happens if you have technical difficulty, like I always do, right? So I need someone to hold my hand through that process.
I totally get it. So technical difficulties, I totally understand. Let me just put it in the link here to make it really easy for you. So those are the links to go ahead, just click on that, jump in. And the first video post, if you're going for the group one, I will be posting on Tuesday, January 17th, and then I will post a weekly video module with the new concept each week, every Tuesday. And then we'll discuss those as a group, and you'll have access to a private Facebook group to connect with ladies who are on this journey with you, no matter which season they're in. They're all on this journey of just loving themselves more and seeing that love reflected in their love life around them. And then if you're on the VIP program, we'll pick a day of the week that it's consistent. So every day at that time, or every week on that day at that time, we connect and we go deep into these same concepts, but it's one-on-one each week. Whereas the group, you only get me one-on-one once a month. So you get 3 one-on-one calls within the 12-week period.
So this is my challenge every time. So it takes me to your page, and then I don't know where it says set your time zone, or that's where I get lost.
Yeah, so set your time zone, so just specific time zone.
Yeah.
And
right.
what it'll do is it'll have you pick January 7th. If you want to do the group, it'll be January 17th. If you want to do the VIP, I think it's going to show you January 16th. And just pick that, and it'll have you pay up front, like that's our first call. And
it doesn't do that. That's why I'm telling you about that.
Okay, well, we can hop off. I know it's been, for some reason, your computer, I think, has cookies on all of my sites. So we can definitely work on that. So I'll extend it for you as long as we get it together.
Barbara, I just clicked on it. If you're looking at the VIP one, if you click on the 17th and then you click continue, it'll take.
Oh, I'm looking at, I'm going to do the group one. Okay, so now it picks the date. So then I go to the 18th is the date?
Yeah, for the group one, you're going to want to pick that Tuesday.
Okay, which is the 18th. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know, I just never could figure out. I mean, you sometimes I understand it and sometimes I hit the wrong button, but it's after the specific time zone, then you have to hit the button below it, which, you know, I was raised kind of, you know, fearful. If I hit the wrong button, it goes away. So.
I get it. Technology is crazy. So if you guys have questions, but you don't want to miss this opportunity, I will stay on at the end of this just to answer some questions. If you want to schedule a call, we can even do that tonight if you just have some quick questions that you want to get answered about the program so that you can sign up tonight. But this offer is tonight only. And then for any of you that are watching, since this is recorded, if you are watching the replay, I didn't forget about you, and I totally understand if life got, you know, so you couldn't join us live, but you're here in essence. And there will still be a discount. It just won't be this significant of a discount. But because you registered, I am definitely going to still show some love your way to get you in at not full price. All right. All right. So everybody, I know Jackie shared hers. If you guys would go to the Facebook page in the next week or so, please, please, please share any vision board pictures of what you end up creating. And then of course, this is a Facebook group that is ongoing. So I love to hear when things start falling together and creating that vision that you just created in your mind tonight, when you start to see it happen in your life, please let us know. It inspires everyone to know that this is real, this happens, and that you guys are powerful manifestors. So please, please, please share your stories.
So, okay. Kathy?
Yeah.
One more thing. Yeah. I would like to, I'm going to do the group. And I want to pay now, but I would like to do cash.
Okay.
So how could I do that?
But let me figure that out. I can probably just get it from you since we connect so often. So that's not a problem. Yeah.
Okay. So just, I don't know how to do the rest of it. So if you have my stuff already and I'm in and I'd like to do the group, and I will pay the $500 cash.
Perfect. Consider yourself signed up.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I'm excited. You know, I don't know if I'm ready to have, you know, because I was in a relationship, right, as you know, and others don't, but you know, it might be too soon. But maybe it will just get me some great tools.
Well, and that's why I teach it as the 4 phases as a cycle, because even once you get what most, I mean, if people consider marriage like the final destination, it's not. You continue cycling this even in your married relationships. If you fall out of love, you continue cycling it as an individual. So it's just important to know where you're at and what you're aiming for, no matter where you are in that journey. It's always applicable.
Right.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
ladies. Well, I told you guys I would keep it to about an hour. We are just over that. So I'm going to let you all go and finish your vision boards and go about your evenings with your family, friends, and self. I love you, ladies. Thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Kathy.
Bye, Kathy.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
I don't know if you want to figure out a time.
Yeah, let me hop off of this and I'll just text you or call you.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Good night, ladies.